Close my eyes.
Now we're going to be doing a few duels today as Fire Mage, and I'm going to go through a session where I'm dueling mostly casters, and then later on I'm going to be doing a session with melee. And, you know, as Fire Mage, there actually has been a couple nerfs in the past couple days, just because I've noticed, you know, damage has been going down. My damage has not quite been comparing as much compared to other classes. However, if you haven't seen the video where I go over the Endless Damage Caster, aka the Fire Mage, and explain the whole class design and how it all works, you can go ahead and check that out. The annotation will be right here. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. So let's jump into these duels. Our first duel is going to be none other than a mirror match. It's going to be Fire Mage versus Fire Mage, very simple. And what we're going to be doing is actually opening up with an invis as the duel counts down, walk up, and then we're going to Dragon's Breath him out, get the first Dragon's Breath. If he trinkets, I will blink and get that Prismatic Cloak going, but it doesn't look like he's going to do that. So I'm going to cast a Fireball into Combustion, into Flare Up. I got the Flare Up Pyroblast. He's already at half health because I was able to get that sheep off. But you know, the main thing is that I trinketed his Dragon's Breath, which means I don't have trinket for the next one. We're going to go ahead and Dragon's Breath him out of this one, put up a Living Bomb and a Meteor. We have 3 Phoenix Flames going, so I'm going to get this Flare Up going. Use 2 Phoenix Flames, get that damage moving, and actually just finish him off before he was able to do anything. He actually didn't have Dragon's Breath up until the duel probably just ended, based on the cooldown of mine. So I didn't even have to block or anything. I could have spell stolen his Combustion, or I finished him off in the duel. But you know, if you get that first polymorph out and he doesn't trinket the polymorph, then there's really not much that he can do at that point. And you know, I also could have silenced him as well. But Fire Mage versus Fire Mage is whoever is like doing damage faster, right? So because you have the exact same tool set. So if you just are able to get a polymorph out and then open up with like a big setup like Fireball, you know, Fireball, Flare Up, Fire Blast, get another Fire Blast and just have all of your damage rolling, then there's really nothing that they can do because you are ahead of that chain of Pyroblasts. This next duel is going to be against a Shadow Priest, and when you're fighting a Shadow Priest, again, you're going to want to get that opener like you saw in the last Fire Mage duel. So like get that whole invisibility polymorph thing. I actually don't have invisibility, so what I'm going to be doing here is standing at about a 30-yard range. I'm actually going to blink in and then Dragon's Breath him before he's able to silence me, and when I blink I have Prismatic Cloak, which is immunity to all that stuff. So we're actually going to put down a Meteor and then Fireball. I'm going to trinket his silence when he does it, and then boom, blink away so he can't get a fear off, and then he's already at like 10%. He has to disperse. I spell stole his power infusion. I have another blink for when he gets out of that dispersion, and it looks like we're good to go. I messed up one Pyroblast there, but it's all good because I have Flame on, and I'm able to finish him off without him being able to do anything. He was never close enough to get a fear off. He's mad, he's raging in chat. I would trinket his silence, which is priority, and then if you just do enough damage and get that polymorph in the beginning, you're really not going to lose a duel versus a Shadow Priest and most other casters in general. So I mean, that's really just kind of how it's done. Honestly, as a Fire Mage in Legion, it's really just about getting a solid opener, you know, opening up with that Fireball, setting up your Meteor, your Living Bomb. I don't even know if I use those, and then just using your crits effectively, and using your Flare Up talent. You know, Flare Up talent is so important for most PvP situations because you're able to open up with the Pyroblast immediately, and you're able to, like, you don't even need to use Combustion most of the time because when you Flare Up, when you Fireblast a target that is not afflicted by your Ignite, so every target in the game that you haven't hit before, you actually just use Fire Blast and then it gives you that charge back. So you just have 3 stacks of Fire Blast waiting for you. So pretty much I can just hit Fire Blast twice. I'll use 1 Fire Blast charge and I'll have 2 remaining. And then I can just go into using my Pyro Blast and using my Phoenix Flames to give me procs, and it just really works out nicely. You know, it's just a really easy flow for PvP. Next up, we're going to be dueling a Elemental Shaman. I'm actually going to do the same blink into Dragon's Breath thing that I did earlier. Oh, he trinketed it, so I'm actually going to Frost Nova him, and then also Arcane Torrent. Sorry, I kind of got spaced out there. And then we're going to open up pretty solidly, get off that big Fire Blast damage. get these crits rolling. He has dispelled my combustion already. He's trying to juke me, but it's not going to work because I'm too pro for that. And we actually finished him off, and he had Astral Shift up, but a little bit too late. Since he was trying to juke me and I was pumping out as much damage as I could, he really just died. And I also was able to outplay him in the beginning to the point where he could not get, you know, any kind of momentum on me, and he was trying to counter it with the Polymorph. But I've noticed that Arcane Torrent's actually pretty strong in duels. Like, you really, you know, you really can use it with a Frost Nova nicely. And if you Frost Nova Arcane Torrent into Blink like I did there, you have, like, what is it? I guess it's 3.5 seconds to do something, which is really cool. That's 3.5 seconds of being immune to spells and him not being able to cast spells, you know, combined. So, I mean, not a bad thing. You know, Blood Off might not be a bad race to go if you're looking to go Horde for Legion. Now, the Stacks Duel is going to be much harder and much different for whenever my opener goes, because I'm actually not spec Ring of Frost. It would be good to be spec Ring of Frost here, because I could Dragon's Breath him into a Ring of Frost and set up, but that's not the case. I'm going to Ice Barrier, and then I'm going to Invisibility out. I might not even get this Invisibility. He looks like he's going to be in cat form. Let's see if I can find him in cat form. But the problem is I'm not going to get that opener that I was hoping for, and he's also going to be able to do a lot of damage to me. There's really not much I would be able to do about it, but he's probably like running over there, honestly. He probably ran the other direction, but I'm going to be coming out of Invisibility. He's going to get the opener on me, and honestly, Boomkins do as much damage as Fire Mages, so it wouldn't surprise me if like I do end up losing this duel, but I will try my best. Oh, we're going to CS his New Moon. That's really good for us. Okay, so we can set up a Fireball here into a big Pyroblast, Trinket the stun, just keep rolling with our Pyroblast, and actually Dragon's Breath him with a nice Blink there, into a Living Bomb, into another Fireball with our Prismatic Cloak. Okay, so he did run away a little bit, and my Blink was actually pretty noob there. I messed up pretty badly, so I could have not had that problem, but it looks like I am going to. So he's actually pretty low, and this means that I'm going to be able to... He has Solar Beam, so I can't... Oh, he's not going to use it? Okay, cool. Well, oh, it's bugged. No. Oh, no. This bug is still here? Oh, he's using it, too. Look at this guy. Wow. So cheesy. He knows the duel's over. Anyways, whatever. We got him. The reason why we were able to win that duel is because I was able to tab target him and then CS his New Moon, which is a 0.5 second cast, or 1 second and a 0.5 second cast. And I was just able to have a solid enough reaction time to where I could stop his cast. And when you're interrupted on New Moon or Full Moon or Half Moon as a Moonkin, you're interrupted on something called Astral Spec. And Astral pretty much means you can't cast any schools as a Moonkin. Like, you're done. Like, you just can't do anything for upwards of however 6 seconds that the counterspell locks you out for. So yeah, he was pretty much screwed. There was nothing he could have done there. Let's go ahead and duel this Ellie Shaman. He wants to duel me again, so let's give it a shot. And I'm just going to Blink into him and Dragon's Breath again. Nothing pretty crazy there. You know, just Dragon's Breath. He's going to Trinket. He did get that nice Hex off, so he's going to have a Wind Shear too. So, I mean, there's really... Oh, he's using this line of sight thing. So there's this thing in Duratar Legion where you just line of sight people off of that, like, little bug thing. It's really annoying, but whatever. We got the sheep off. He can't do anything about this. We're going to use that Flare Up. See, oh, that doesn't actually give me my Flare Up. Wow, okay. Well, whatever. We can still do a lot of damage to him. He does have his Earth Elemental up. I'm going to go ahead and Ice Block. I still have my Combustion, so I'm going to come out, use my Fire Blast, and it looks like he is going to be taking a lot of damage. And I'm going to put down a Living Bomb and a Meteor, and then also Nova Silence him. And it looks like the duel is going to be finished off. There wasn't anything he could have done at that point. But I didn't have Trinket for his Hex. It's just unlucky for him for the Hex to break, but I really don't have any sympathy for people that use exploits in order to, you know, gain an advantage. So, whatever. It is what it is. So, whatever. For this last caster, we're actually in the middle of a duel because I didn't have time to start the camera. But we're fighting an Affliction Warlock. He doesn't have his spell interrupts yet, since he did go with the Infernal. So, you know, playing Warlock, I was able to learn that. And I also interrupted him on Fear. He put down Dark Pact already, and I'm putting out a ton of damage right now. I'm going to have Dragon's Breath for his next cast, too. So he's not going to be able to fear me or anything. So put down that Dragon's Breath, put down a Living Bomb, and then I'm also going to be fireballing away. I'm already at like 70% health. So he's going to start drain lifing me now, which sucks. I can't do anything about that because I don't have any interrupts, but I'm actually going to Ice Block all these dots off me and the drain life stacks. He doesn't have a pet anymore, which is really nice for me, so he's not going to really be able to do anything except for drain life me and just try to do as much as he can, really, but We're going to Dragon's Breath that cast, put down a Living Bomb, and it looks like we're going to be able to win this duel. Maybe, actually, I don't know if we are, because I'm going to have to try and finish him off here. Let's blink and see if we can get... Okay, I had Prismatic Cloak up. I don't know if that talent even works at all, because it doesn't do anything versus the important abilities. So I don't know if Prismatic Cloak really works that well. Put down a Meteor into a Frost Nova so he sits in it, and then get down that Pyroblast, and we were able to finish that duel off. But, like, I did, like... There's this ability, for those who don't know, Prismatic Cloak, after you blink, spells have a 100% chance to miss you for 1.5 seconds. I used Blink twice when he casted that Mortal Coil, so I had 3 seconds of immunity there. I know it doesn't stack, but I had the immunity up for sure, and he still Mortal Coiled me. And you've seen in this video that I've been interrupted twice while having that Prismatic Cloak up. So, I'm not sure if that ability even works, that talent, but, I mean... at least I'm putting the effort out to try. I guess there's that. I just, like, when the ability doesn't work, it's really, really hard for me to rely on it. But I'm still going to use it because I think it works, like, sometimes. But, yeah, it's frustrating when it doesn't. But, oh well. I mean, it's not a big deal. We were able to win that duel, whereas on Frost Mage, when we fight against Affliction Warlocks, we get stomped. Like, it's bad. But we put out a lot of damage in the beginning, so, that, I mean, it did work out pretty well for us. Now I'm going to be changing over to fighting a few melees before the end of the video, and I'm just showing you what I'm changing for my spec. There's really not much, honestly. I'm still going to be playing with Shimmer. Most people would probably play with Cold Snap because you can't blink out of stuns with Shimmer, and most melee have a stun. So I'm actually going to keep playing with Shimmer. I like it a lot. I think the mobility really gives me a chance to cast well, and also like it's just really good with cauterizing blink. You know, you can have multiple charges, and since you can just blink, and you'll have this 6-second heal, which heals you for like 37 to 55k. It's really nice. So I'm going to play with that, and then my other thing is I'm going to switch out of Prismatic Cloak into Netherwind Armor, which is going to allow me to not be crit as much by, you know, melee attacks coming in. So our first match is going to be against a warrior, and he is going to just go ahead and charge in. So I'm going to just Dragon's Breath him out, and then start casting this Fireball, get this combustion off, into a big amount of damage, and oh, okay, he's reflecting. Wow, I suck. I just killed like half my health pool. My bad, I wasn't even paying attention. But yeah, I mean, warriors right now as arms, they don't have any self-healing at all, so if I'm just able to put out a lot of damage and make that my main priority, then he's gonna die. Like, see, he's already dead. Like, it's over. The game's just over. I used like 2 or 3 Pyroblast into myself, and I did most of the damage to myself. That's so bad. You guys are gonna make fun of me for that, but whatever, it's fine. Yeah, Arms Warriors don't have any self-healing, guys. I don't think they don't have Enraged Regen. I know that they have Commanding Shout, but that's pretty much it. And then they have like a Stun, a Fear. Commanding Shout's like Rallying Cry, for those who don't know, and I think that's pretty much it. Like, they really do lack self-healing now. Alright, for this next duel, I'm actually going to be playing against Sony Digital. He's a multi-rank 1, like, professional warrior, and he's also playing arms, just to prove my point against warriors, is that they don't have self-healing. He did open up with the Heroic Leap, and then Avatar, so I'm going to Dragon's Breath him and Trinket that, blink out, and then get this Polymorph off. He can't get out of that. He could have Spell Reflected it, but wasn't able to in time. So we're going to put down a Meteor, and then start casting this Fireball. He's probably going to start Spell Reflecting immediately. Yeah, so he did, and then I'm going to have to block this. I can't do anything about this. There's, like, nothing at all. So I can't actually just come out with the Frost Nova. He doesn't get this Bladestorm damage off on me, so I'm actually just going to use my Flare Up and then start casting these instant cast Pyroblast, put down this Dragon's Breath into a big Fireball. He's not able to Trinket this, and then I can just blink away. Once he gets that next Stormbolt, though, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble, so I need to do as much damage as possible. We put down a Living Bomb on ourselves, which is not very good, but we might be able to finish him off in time. He's going to have that Stormbolt. There it is, okay. He's going to be doing a lot of damage here, and I might go down, or I can finish him off. Okay, whew, that was close. But yeah, see how he didn't have any self-healing at all? If I were able to counter his Stormbolt, since I'm playing Shimmer, then that's like how you can do it. But the problem was mainly just like the Stormbolt. So I'm on a timer, right? Like, I need to finish the duel in under 60 seconds because Stormbolt is a 30-second cooldown. I'm able to Trinket the first one, and I can Ice Block the second one, but when that third one comes, as you could see at the end there, like, he was just chopping into me, and if he saved his offensive cooldowns, he might have been able to one-shot me in it. Like, they do that much damage. But yeah, you know, really not a bad duel. That was a good duel overall. I just, you know, I happened to get a little bit lucky, and it's cool with me, so let's go ahead and jump into the next melee duel. So we're going to be dueling the big hype of the Legion beta right now, and that is Windwalker Monks, because they absolutely are crazy. They're way overtuned. They will one-shot you if you sit in a stun, And what we're going to be doing, this guy actually did one-shot me yesterday, so that's how I know this. And I've seen a lot of craze about Windwalker monks in general. So we're going to, okay, so we're going to send this in cap. If he leg sweeps me, I'm going to trinket it. There's really not much I can do. Okay, so he did try to juke my Dragon's Breath. He trinketed that into a full polymorph. He wasn't able to kick me, and that was his intention. So we're going to put down a Meteor and then start casting Scorch, and then get that Pyro proc right as Meteor hits. He went ahead and Karma'd me, so I'm going to go ahead and block it. And now we're chilling. I didn't want to take the damage from Karma, and he's trying to leg sweep me now, I think. So we're going to keep blinking away. He did miss his leg sweep there. I saw the animation for sure. And I do have Dragon's Breath up. He's not on DR anymore. Trinket the Fist of Fury into interrupting it because that's his like huge damage ability. I'm actually lower health than him somehow. I just took 400k, which is crazy. There's like, I don't know what to do about that. That's insane. Like, I took so much damage. Okay, so he is going to try and cast because this is his last chance effort. And it doesn't look like he is going to live. And, oh, I'm going to get Fist of Fury here. Am I going to lose the duel? No, I won the duel. Barely, though. But did you see how much damage that guy did to me? Like, I think that I got hit for 400k from, like, a 40-yard range. Yeah, Touch of Death hits me for 420,000. That's crazy. And he hit me with 2 ticks of Fist of Fury. That was 300,000 damage. 1 Rising Sun kick was 320,000 damage. And 1 Strike of the Wind Lord was, that looks like 500,000 damage on 1 ability right there. So yeah, as you can see, monks do a lot of damage, but we were able to outplay them by getting that polymorph in the beginning was really important because he trinketed the Dragon's Breath, and then we were able to ice block the Karma off since he used it early, and we just got rid of both defenses right there. We traded those cooldowns, and I was able to just kite him away efficiently. I dodged his leg sweep with a blink, which is really nice. But yeah, like that class is crazy, guys. You know, that I definitely see nerfs coming for that class in Legion Beta. However, guys, that does sum it up for me today. I hope you did enjoy, and if you want to know my very top 5 classes in Legion, be sure to check out my website, cartoons.tv. I gave you guys a free guide on all that stuff. All you got to do is go to my website and download it. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and if you have any questions, post in the comments below. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel for any future videos. I do bunch of Legion videos trying to get you guys ready for the expansion, and I definitely hope you enjoyed this. I enjoyed making the duels for you, and I will see you all in the next one. And I didn't even lose the duel. Your boy coming out with the clutch W's. I'll see you all tomorrow.